when you marry the woman, you don't just marry the woman or date the woman, you're dating her community and her culture. And given the history of us and them, why would you dare align yourself with that if you care about us?
Let me ask you a question. I want you to let me get my answers out.
Go ahead.
So, hypothetically, if you're in one tribe, I'm in another tribe, that tribe is responsible for killing some people in your family.
Okay.
We're going to keep it right here. You're a Crip, I'm a Blood.
Okay.
You're responsible for killing some of my people for the last 30, 40 years. I'm responsible for killing some of your people for the last 30, 40 years. I'm gonna judge you because you're a Blood or you're a Crip based on all of the shit that your peoples and your crew did for the last 30, 40 years, or am I gonna judge you based on who you are?
I understand your analysis, but here's where I disagree with your analysis. Although your white girlfriend, and possibly, probably none of her family owned a slave, you understand?
They're from Portugal.
Hung an African. They're from Portugal, although the Portuguese were some of the first ones in the slave trade.
Are the very
Absolutely. They built most of the dungeons in Africa.
Sure indeed.
So I know she got racism in her veins because of the Portuguese role in the slave trade. But anyhow, let's say her family was exempt from all of that.
That's true. No, that's true. The Portuguese were pivotal in the slave trade.
What's not fair? They was the first ones in the shit. You can't go the fuck out of here with this shit.
No, that's true. No, that's true.
No, listen.
You know why I like that?
You can't go to the beginning of the white Portuguese bloodline.
Go ahead.
It was the shit in the 1400s. The Portuguese 1400s.
Stop. I want him to go.
They built the first fucking dungeon.
Slaves was picked up.
I'm a cracker. I'm gonna crack him.
Go ahead. I know where you're gonna go.
I'm gonna crack you. I want you to finish.
Now.
I'm gonna crack him. I want you to finish.
No, you're not.
I promise you.
Because you're bunny hopping. Listen.
I know.
The reason you should not be with her.
I want you to finish your
I'm going to finish. I'm going to finish.
I'm gonna crack
this
your
way I
muffin
was.
too. Go ahead.
The reason you have no business being with a Caucasian woman is although she nor her family may have participated in our oppression directly, she benefits from it. Every white person benefits from the enslavement of blacks. Every white person benefits from the marginalization of black folks. Every white person benefits from every handicap that has been introduced into our community. And I'm quite sure she, like every other white person, has done nothing to level the playing field.
Should we have that same disdain for the Africans that sold us into the slave trade?
That's a great question.
Thank you.
That's a great question.
That continue.
May I answer?
Oh, no, whoa.
That
no.
You've been
May I answer?
You've been talking. I want to go. Yo, you are a
You
are a Pan-Africanist, and you push that we should go back to Africa, or no?
You're wrong again.
No, that's not.
I'm going to clarify. I'm going to clarify. The most honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey said, quote, "The only people we want in Africa are those who are willing to do something good for Africa.
Gotcha.
Most of you are no good right here in New York City.
True indeed.
And will damn well be no good in Africa.
Pieces of shit in Africa.
There was never a back to Africa movement. Only those who wanted to go back and build should go. Could you imagine me coming to New York or New Jersey with a big ship, a Noah's Ark, and put every Negro you know, Flip, and take them to Africa with their white girlfriends, they video games, they weaves, they perms, they Air Jordans? Africa got enough problems as she is now. Last thing Africa needs is a bunch of post-traumatic slavery disease Negroes coming back home without their right African mind.
Get them Chinese, get that Chinese government out there too.
Bro, now, do you want me to answer his question?
No, you could. I'm back on you.
Now, you said, shouldn't we hate the Africans who participated in the slave trade? I want you to show me one country in Africa today that benefits right now from the fact we was enslaved.
You're moving the goalpost.
I'm not moving the goalpost. No, I'm not.
You are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Stop.
No, I'm not.
Stop. You said Portuguese people or the Portuguese, and I'm agreeing with you. They were some of the pioneers of this bullshit. I'm agreeing with you. Stop. I'm agreeing.
And they're not done. Can I ask you a question?
Bro,
Can I ask you a question?
Who
colonized Brazil?
You're not letting me
Who
finish.
colonized Brazil?
Portuguese.
Who still controls Brazil?
Portuguese.
I made my fucking point.
True. I'm not.
Today they still running
That don't matter.
Brazil is the largest population of black people outside of Africa. And what are they, Flip? Portuguese.
Right. I didn't know that.
Fucking saying.
I didn't know that.
They run the
Brazil has
shit
the
down.
biggest black
They run the
population in the
shit
world.
now.
And the reason why is
This
because
ain't
they
past
established.
tense.
Too many black people that don't want to go with me to Brazil when I say that, for that to be
No.
There's
It's
more
the
of
biggest-
us in
yeah.
Brazil than any
Than
country
anywhere.
on earth outside of Nigeria.
He's right. 1,000% right.
Brazil is black.
So let me ask you this. Imani's question to you was, should we hold the same contempt?
And I answered his question. And
No,
my
you
question,
didn't.
Yes,
You
I
didn't.
did.
You
Yes,
did.
I did. Well, let me answer it. I gave him a...
Let me ask it. Let me ask it, please.
Hold on.
Yeah, no, you owe them.
Hold on. The difference is, no African country benefits today
still
from
to
the slave trade.
Slave trade.
And I would even argue that the benefit that they did have for participating in it was minimal. Because right after slavery ended, what happened next? Colonization. They came into Africa and enslaved you in your own land. But here's what I want you to understand, which I think you know anyway. The transatlantic slave trade, what we call the Ma'afa, was a European enterprise. They built it, they ran it, they benefited from it, they expanded it. It was not an African-controlled enterprise. There were some Africans involved.
Participated.
Absolutely, but that was minimal compared to the grandiosity of the scheme
the
itself.
biggest business in the world.
You understand what I'm saying?
I asked the
so the difference is the Portuguese are still exploiting us in Brazil. You understand?
Even if they're not directly.
Not only Brazil, Angola is Portuguese.
Right.
Mozambique is Portuguese.
Right.
They still exploiting us to this day.
True. Let me ask you
And
this.
what is your white girlfriend doing about the exploitation of Africans in Brazil, Mozambique, and Angola?
Nothing.
I didn't think so.
Let me ask you this.
My nigga.
Let me ask you this. No. I'm about to ask you a question.
Can we switch gears?
No, my question is this. What the fuck are 97% of the black people doing about the exploitation of black people worldwide?
Don't do that.
No, stop.
Don't do that.
We holding people to
Don't
a different
do that.
standard.
We're not holding people to a different standard.
I'm talking about niggas in
Right.
Newark,
But let
niggas
me
in
tell
Harlem.
you-
Nigga, stop.
Can I tell you the difference?
Hey, Dr. Umar,
Can I tell you the difference
No,
is?
it's my go.
Let me get it. Okay, go ahead.
It's my go.
Go ahead.
What
I
I'm
need
saying-
another water. What we
Me
got
too.
over here?
Throw me water. Yo, dog.
You want some stronger?
What I'm saying-
Bring me some Nigerian punch. Bring me some Senegalese.
Yo, no, listen to what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this conversation right here, right, is about accountability.
Yes, sir.
And I think that we want other people to hold themselves accountable when we all hold ourselves accountable. I don't believe in none of that white superiority. I don't believe in no white supremacy. Them fucking white people can't hold the candle to me, and I stand on that.
When you finish, can I just...
Right? I stand on that. What I'm saying is this.
As an individual, that's fine, but what about the systemic relationship?
I'm not disagreeing, but the systemic issues have to start with us. We can't expect the motherfuckers that broke us to fix us. What are we talking about?
I
agree with that.
A fucking
But my question was, why are you laying with a member of the group that broke us?
Yo, my girlfriend is 44 years old.
And?
She don't know nothing about that shit. Or even if she do know nothing, she never. Listen, stop.
Who believes what he just said?
Bro, listen what I'm saying.
Who believes what he said? His girlfriend don't know nothing about the fact that Portugal colonized Brazil, Mozambique.
I'm allowing you to speak. I'm allowing you to speak uninterruptedly.
Go ahead.
So again, my girlfriend ain't responsible for no black person being enslaved. The same way your people or some black
benefit from
dog. Let me finish. The same way black motherfuckers that's out here robbing and shooting and killing people.
All white people benefit from black oppression, brother. All white people benefit from
directly
black
or indirectly.
Yes, sir.
I would
Yes,
agree
sir.
with that.
Go ahead.
As do every bro. You are making this a micro conversation.
No,
when
we're
it's
not.
Macro.
I'm trying to go
Every
micro to the macro.
Listen to this. Every black person that's wealthy benefit from black oppression.
I disagree with that. I disagree with that.
Name one.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Most black people.
Name one.
I'm answering
please.
your question.
Okay.
Most black people who got wealthy through a white power structure and can be destroyed by the very power structure that made them wealthy.
You did not answer my question. You slipped
I'm
my
answering
jab.
it. No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
You did.
No,
You
I
said
didn't.
name one black person.
Look
that
at
does
our
not benefit
billionaires.
off
Look
of
at our billionaires.
Are we talking about
LeBron
Robert
James
Smith?
got wealthy through NBA.
Well, Robert Smith is
Oprah through a major network.
I'm just naming a few.
Michael Jordan through
Just
NBA and Nike.
They all benefit from black oppression.
How?
I'm asking
How?
y'all which one.
Anyone, choose one.
Michael Jordan owns prison.
Let's take Robert Smith.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Let's take Robert Smith.
I'm not defending him.
Oh, okay.
I'm not defending him.
Robert Smith, I don't know enough, but
they are
he's
tokens in that
bed
system.
with mad white entities that support black oppression.
I agree
What
with
are
that.
we talking
I agree
about,
with
my
that.
nigga?
Okay.
But how did we go from bunny hopping to the black bourgeoisie billionaires?
Because you started talking about my girlfriend is benefiting from a system
She
of black
does.
oppression
And all
because she has a white
Portuguese
face.
do.
Listen, hold up. I'm not disagreeing with you. I said I agree with you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Any white person in America today has a white privilege.
Thank you.
Listen to this. I would be a total idiot, which you can tell I'm not, to not identify with that.
Okay.
Listen to this.
Okay.
Listen to this.
I'm with you.
I have the same exact argument with my Jewish friends.
Okay.
Because they relate their struggle to ours, and I get offended
Which they
by
shouldn't.
it. I get offended by it.
They built the slave ships. They insured the slave ships.
I get offended by it
The
because
Secretary of Defense for the Confederacy was a slave-owning European Jew. Continue.
So what I'm saying is this: you would be a dodo to not understand that white people have a privilege in America. I'm not disagreeing with that.
But you flipped from that and went to the billionaires who benefit from black oppression.
Yeah.